Peace and blessings, family. This is your girl, Queen of Pentacles 1111, and I am back with a reading for the collective. This segment that I just started, they're just going to be about 15-minute long messages for the week ahead. I call them angel messages, not necessarily because they're from the angels, but because the energy of the message will be one of empowerment, enlightenment, love, and encouragement. These videos will come out at the beginning of every week. They will not have dates on them because they will be timeless. I believe in whatever video you tune into at whatever time you tune in, that message is meant for you. So I hope you enjoy. So let's get started. We are going to start with a little bit of sage. I enjoy clearing my space. Give you a little bit of sage for your week, your upcoming week. Let's get into the reading. All right, we'll start with our tarot cards and we'll go from there. We're going to keep this one short because I tend to go on because there's always so many messages that come forth in one reading. I could go on literally for hours. The cards are so loaded with info, but these messages will keep to about 15 minutes each, okay? All right, let's go. So for the week ahead, we have this card here. Okay, this card here, which is the Judgment card. We have this card here, which is the Page of Cups. We've got this card here, which is the Hermit. All right, so already what I see for the week ahead for my soul family, my soul tribe, is that you are going to, okay, well, I see two messages coming. Let me do this quickly. All right, let's see how fast I can get these things out. The first group of messages that I see are that any project or idea or hobby, goal, or dream that makes your heart soar, this is the week that you should actually put pen to paper and take steps towards bringing it to fruition. Or it will be the week that maybe you've been doing all the hard work behind the scenes week prior, and this is the week that you will see either a profit or you'll get recognition for it, or it will actually come together the way you want it to. That's the more superficial version of this reading. But if we delve deeper, which I like to do, we can see that in each one of these cards, I don't know if you can see it because of how I have it set up, but in each one of these cards, we've got people who are ascending. And this next week for my soul tribe is going to be one that you get in touch with your higher self. Getting in touch with your higher self looks, very different to different people. So don't get caught up in what you should be doing to get in touch with your higher self. It could just mean that you're listening to your gut a little bit more. You're getting more in touch with your intuition. But if you look at these cards here, you see people who are like, look, she's meditating, she's floating, she's looking up, and you can see this is like maybe her higher self floating up to the sky, and you see him looking up, and it's like he's looking at his own self because those are his feet that are above him. So we could say this is him, but it's a higher version of him. So he's getting in touch with his higher self. The reason I said before about the project, if you wanted to start a project or something like that you never imagined could come true, now is the week to put pen to paper, because I see a little piggy here with wings, and that saying, when pigs fly, it's like suggests that something is almost impossible. Well, this is the week that any idea, any dream, any project that you want, a hobby that you want to get started on that you felt like was like maybe impossible for you to achieve, now's the week to do it. Or maybe this week is going to be the week that you finally see the results of something that you thought was never going to come true. Maybe you turn your first profit in a business or something like that. Or you get the recognition that you want for like some artistic work that you've done, like paint. If you're a painter or an author, maybe you make your first sale. But let's stick with the overall meaning, which I think resonates more deeply with my family, my soul tribe family, that you are going to get more in touch with your higher self this week. This works better. If we look at the Judgment card, which is a 20, which reduces to a number 2, we think of the Supreme Feminine, which I guess can be depicted here. She speaks of grace and power. We also think of, when we think of the number 2, we speak of cooperation, aiming to bring inner peace and balance to a relationship, and stronger intuition. Now, when we talk about bringing balance to a relationship, I do believe within the next week, the relationship that we're talking about bringing balance to is going to be the relationship with you and your higher self. Because we don't see anybody else in these cards. It's really just different versions of the people who are in the cards. And we see the number 9 here for the Hermit card. So I do believe these things will be happening soon. You are almost there. Don't give up. You're right at almost at the pinnacle of getting in touch with your intuition. You know, you're making progress. That's the most important thing. Nobody's perfect. Nobody will ever, I mean, you shouldn't strive for perfection, because then when something is perfected, it means it's done. We don't want that. We want to kind of strive for betterment. And you are there. You're at that point. So this week is just going to be another week that you grow and you progress in getting more intuitive and getting more in touch with your higher self. So let's look at these Oracle cards, because I feel like I'm trying to keep it down, guys. I'm trying to shorten the videos, so this is not very easy, but bear with me. So we have here the Divine Physician. This is a nice card, and it's Archangel Raphael. Thank you, Raphael, for shining your divine light upon my healthy body. Okay, so getting in touch with yourself for a better version of you could be changing your diet, maybe deciding that this week that you're going to start a new, healthier way of living. Maybe you're going to start working out. I don't know how many of us can go to the gym at this point in time, but maybe you're going to start working out, throw away some of the junk food, maybe do a cleanse, or start fasting. You're going to do something this week. This will be your week if you're going to start it. This is a good week to start eating healthier and looking at yourself and trying to better yourself, looking at your health and your physical body and seeing how you can change it and better it and improve it. Maybe where you've been going wrong before, if you have any kind of addictions, like which a lot of us have that we don't realize, like addictions to sugar, addictions, then there's the more obvious ones like addictions to alcohol and smoking. Maybe if you want to quit those things this week, it's a good idea to do it. Because these cards are showing here that you are being encouraged to do that. You are being encouraged to look within and see how you can better yourself. Like, this is an encouragement. This is the green light here saying, yes, please go ahead and better yourself. This is the week to do it. Don't put it off till next week. Don't put it off till, the beginning of the month or whatever. Start it now. Because there's no time like the present, and you are capable. You're almost there. We have this card here that says Grandfather Sky. All right, so when I see this card, first and foremost, I think of the ancestors. So like I said, with these angel messages, it's not necessarily coming from the angels. It could. It also depends on who you resonate with, who you speak to when times get tough, who you identify with. For some people, it's your spirit guide. For some people, it's your ancestors. For some people, it's God. It could be the angels. It could be anybody, even fairies. It doesn't matter. The point is that the angel messages, the energy of the angels, when you think of an angel, what do you think of? You think of loving, kindness, mercy, a being that is gentle and forgiving. This is the kind of energy that this collective reading is trying to push out to all of my soul tribe members. But I do believe for some of you, your ancestors could be coming through. When I say an ancestor, I mean someone who has made the transition that meaning made the transition they have passed on, and it could be your grandfather, and he is here giving you the okay and saying that I am here with you, and I'm telling you that you are on the right path. Keep going. You're almost there. You're going the right way. Also, I can see whenever I see the crescent moon, for me, it means intuition and getting in touch with your intuition, because we see one part that's illuminated and one part that's in the darkness. That could be seen two different ways. The illuminated side could be what you're trying to attain. You're trying to attain illumination, and the darkness is where you are now, because there's so much you don't know about yourself. Or it could be the illuminated part is you right now, the stuff that you know, talking about your conscious mind, and the dark part can be the unconscious mind, what you don't know about yourself. So that's the chance for you to delve into maybe your shadow side, or just get to know yourself. Because with getting to know yourself and delving deeper into who you are and what makes you tick and what makes you like this and what makes you not like that, you kind of foster a deeper version of the self-love than you had before. It's like you gain a greater appreciation for yourself the more you know about yourself. It's like you start thinking, hey, I'm cool. I'm not so bad after all. I didn't know I liked this. I didn't know I would have reacted that way. And then once you get to know what makes you tick, what sets you off, what your triggers are, then you'll be able to have more meaningful relationships with other people, because you'll know that no matter how they come at you, you will be able to handle, you know how you're going to handle yourself. You're going to know how to handle yourself. You're not going to do something and be like, oh my God, why the heck did I just do that? You know, this person was talking slick to me. Why did I just punch them out? Or this person made this comment to me. Why did I yell at them and get enraged? When, you know, if you know what your triggers are, you can kind of just avoid those situations, so you don't put yourself in a worse, you know, condition. You don't get violent, or you don't act out of your character. All of this is about self-awareness and self-love. And they both really go hand in hand, right? The more you know about yourself is the more you can appreciate and the more you love. And then you'll be able to have more balance in the relationships and interactions that you have with other people. So I also feel like I should say that this is a good week for you to, if you are already a meditator, to take your meditating to that next level, to do manifestations, to do some soul searching, maybe even just to kind of keep to yourself a little bit for this week, so you can kind of clear out your mind and silence all the noise. You know, so you can do some back work and some thinking and some shadow work. And it doesn't even have to be anything too deep, right? But it could just be something that, like, you can examine your last week and see how did things go last week. This could be a time where you even journal and write, you know, some of your experiences within the week, and what, you know, was a good experience, what wasn't a good experience. Maybe some things that happened to you that you see as negative experiences, if you write it down at the beginning of the week, by the end of the week, you can look back and say, okay, I thought that was a negative experience, but really I learned so much from that. And then you'll start to realize that things are happening for you, not to you. And then comes a whole realization, you know, as to how you can handle all of the wonderful curveballs that life has to throw at you. Let's see. I think this is also a week where you can look into relationships, romantic relationships. I see here, like, I'm thinking with the Page of Cups. Look at romantic relationships and just see how you can become a better counterpart, a better person in a relationship. And just touch on it. I mean, this is just a weekly reading. So, like, I mean, what can you really do within a weekly reading? Not too much, but you can get started on some things, right? All right, next oracle card is a really pretty card, and it says Green Man, Synergy. But yeah, what I see here is just getting back in touch with nature and taking some time out to yourself. Whenever I see things like nature and stuff like that, I think of things like grounding. I think of things like meditation. I think of all those types of, like, getting back to basics and being alone with yourself and quiet, and just kind of absorbing all of the natural energies, natural healing energies that the world has to offer, like earthing, you know, walking barefoot in the grass, or just going outside and hearing the birds, or letting the breeze, you know, go through your hair, being around large bodies of water, or even having a cleansing bath. These types of things are what you could definitely benefit from this week. I think that it's a time to kind of get back to basics for you. Don't get too hectic this week and don't do too much. Just kind of take it as a week to sit back and do some like take some me time, and see it as a time where you can, just enjoy your own company. Don't surround yourself with too many people, especially for my empathic, tribe members out there. If you're an empath, this is not the week to surround yourself with so many people. This is the time and for you to surround yourself with nature and things that you can absorb from. And I'm talking about absorb positive energy from, because sometimes when you're around a lot of people, as you well know, you can absorb such negative energy from them, and it can really throw you for a loop. For empathic out there, this is the week where you need to withdraw from keeping a lot of company with a lot of people, because it will throw you off pretty badly. Or maybe this is a week where you can actually take some time to sit with yourself, to kind of decompress and cleanse yourself and purge yourself from all the other energies that you've picked up over the weeks of having to interact with other people. Okay, next oracle card says, oh gosh, Kutumi. I hope I pronounced that right. If I did not, I apologize. Cloak of wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. All right, so thank you. I see the Om sign here, right? Which makes me think of meditation. I see, and like being alone with yourself. I also see the Ankh here. I also see the Metatron cube. I think that's what it's called. But the Ankh talks about balance, masculine and feminine energies. I see the snake eating its own tail. I don't exactly know the full symbolism behind that, but for me, when I see that, it makes me think of coming full circle. And what I mean by that is like just like what the card says, basically, you already know the answers you seek. So it's like you already know what's going on deep within. You know yourself. A lot of people who are empathic, you already know you're empathic, because you've figured out that being around other people's energies, it can either sap your energy, or it can throw you off, or it can make you jittery, it can make you nervous. All kinds of like physical, mental, and emotional things happen to you when you're an empath and you're around people who have differing energies from you, different wavelengths, who are on different wavelengths from you. It can really throw you for a loop. So this reading is for my soul tribe members who already know. They already know the answers that they seek. They know what they need to do. They know what's happening already. They know themselves already as it is. They're just trying to get a higher understanding of themselves. And maybe you've already been in the process of getting to know yourself better, or diving deeper into who you are as a person. Well, this is the week here that you continue doing that, and you will get to another level. If you're consistent and you're genuine and you're true, you will get to that higher level this week of getting in touch with your higher self. It seems like this week for most of you will be a peaceful week. It will be a quiet week. It'll be a week of decompression. It should be a week of alone time, me time, enjoying my company, keeping everybody at arm's length. That's the type of week it should be. And the last card, Soul Tribe members. Ooh, Pillar of Light. Your vibration, says your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Okay, so that just sums up the whole reading and proves that, okay, I was channeling the message properly. Pillar of Light explains that you are this pillar of light. You are ascending. Look at the person in the picture. And it is a feminine energy. And that's what I said. Like, we're trying to balance energies. The number 2 has to deal with the supreme feminine, which means grace and power. And that's what you exhibit. I hope that's the right word. And the little writing says your vibration is writing. You are the oracle. So like I said, you are taking this week, you will take this week to get to know yourself and raise your vibrations. Like, and this says here, you are the oracle. So it's like you already know what's going on. You're very spiritually inclined. And this is the week that you will get more in touch with that, and you will embrace yourself and moving higher and higher in your spirituality. So that was it for this edition of Angel Messages. I hope what I said made sense. I tried to rush through a little bit. You know, I like to take longer with my readings, but I want to get these messages out there every week just to encourage you at the top of your week. You can tune into these messages at any time, whether you watch this now or 3 weeks from now, it should still resonate with you. So I hope you enjoyed. Until I see you again, bye.